That's the Group H table after that result. Juventus still top 2 points clear of United. United 2 points further ahead of Valencia. It's young boys at Old Trafford next up in 3 weeks' time for Manchester United and Juve Valencia. But what a result for Manchester United. And after being insulted in perfect Italian for 90 minutes, was he not entitled to milk it a bit, Graham? As two former managers, let's get your take on that.
Well, I'm not surprised by Mourinho's behaviour. I mean, he's had a history of fairly obnoxious behaviour, I'd say, at times, that if you were the opposition manager, you wouldn't like to see it. And if I was coaching anyone that was going into management, I wouldn't like to see that someone behaving like that, because you usually get your comeuppance, and everybody is hoping for the day to get that you get your comeuppance. Tonight, he's probably feeling he's got so much stick. Maybe there's a bit of history from his time at Inter when he did so well with Juventus. And I mean, think of it, before the match tonight, not many people were giving them great hope of result. You didn't ask me before the match. I would have actually said I thought they'd sneak a draw out of it tonight. Both the lads said they thought they'd get beaten. From what I've seen of it now and what Graham has told me, it sounds like they more or less robbed the result out of it. But I'm not surprised
to see him do that.
Yeah, given the pressure, given the mounting pressure, given the poor performances of the team that he's responsible for, given how little he's got out of some of the most expensive players the club have ever signed.
You're saying it was a bit of an Italian job then?
It's a Mourinho job. You know, Mourinho job.
Portuguese job.
It's job for a man who's been under real pressure, whose job has been, he's been apparently that close to getting the sack. Was not a little bit of that there? That's a huge result for him tonight.
What I would have done and what I would like him to have done is celebrate with his staff. Instead, he had to go. It's about him, which he generally somehow manages to turn whatever situation about him. You know, walking out into the pitch and putting his ear to the crowd. It's about him. I personally would like to have seen him. We've got a result. Really celebrate with the guys you work with. Yeah, they're under pressure as well. It's not just about him.
And maybe go to the crowd, to the Man United fans that travel there when things have died down a bit and celebrate in front of them.
It was vintage Jose, though, wasn't it? Vintage Ronaldo, though, to put Juventus ahead, Graham. And we thought that was going to be the story.
Very few people can score a goal like this. You know, he's made a cute run. He's had a look at the ball. He knows it's on its way. And then he's sprinting with Lindelof. Watch. He doesn't look watching. He gets in a race now. He looks away. And he's got, what is that? Half a second to pick the flight of that ball up. He knows it's coming. He has one look again, and then that execution, Tommy, it's so difficult to do that. He's not lashed at it. He's just made sure he's got a good connection on it and directed it, and it's past the gear before he sees it. I mean, I can't tell you how difficult that technique is.
He just keeps doing remarkable things that keep surprising you and keep staggering you, isn't he?
Well, yeah, and his six-pack at the end, I think, staggers us as well. But he is one of the best players that's ever kicked a ball.
The big momentum shift, though, in the game is where it all happened. And you wanted to point to two substitutions, Fellaini coming on and Barzagli coming on for Juventus and changing it in two ways.
You know, I didn't quite get this. I'm OK, they bring Fellaini on so you know he's a real threat. That is Fellaini's first touch of the ball. This leads to a shot by Rashford at goal, just goes past Szczesny's post. I don't think he's getting it. And then they score the goal. I don't think he's touched the ball again before they score this goal. And then they get a free kick. They get a free kick. Again, Barzagli gives this free kick away on Rashford. Look, so from this free kick, at this time, I don't think Fellaini's touched the ball again. That may just brush his head. He causes havoc. I'm not sure if he gets anything on his head. May have brushed his hair. May have. And then it's chaos. Szczesny again. Well, just come out and attack the ball.
Is he the weak link for Juventus,
yes.
Szczesny? You look at that team sheet.
Yeah, when I looked at the team sheet before the match, I'm used to Buffon being there. I mean, this is a great save. He should have really...
Granted, he makes a great save there,
Right, but when I looked at the team sheet before the match and I'm looking for a weakness in their team, I'm saying Szczesny, he's never been the most reliable of goalkeepers. He's always been capable of letting in his tumour.
If it was an Italian job and if it was a bit of a robbery, Juve will look back on a litany of chances that they should have put away.
Was it? You know, thinking about it. I mean, this is Dybala.
23 shots.
This is Dybala here. Look at the space he's got. They didn't learn from the last game where Dybala got all the space, time and time again. Eventually got a goal. Matic doesn't get near him. Now he's out of the game now. Watch, we'll create another circle here. Again. Now this is as close as Matic gets to him. Look, he can't move his feet, Matic. And that would have been a super goal. De Gea's dead there. But they didn't have, when you say, a litany of chances. I can't remember De Gea making lots of saves.
They hit the woodwork twice.
I can't remember De Gea making lots of saves. You know, this is a sitter. Sorry, the next one that was Panic. Good saving out for De Gea. But there's one coming up where we see Cuadrado win the ball. I mean, that's a super ball again from Panic. I think he's actually offside there, Cuadrado. And that's poor. But he has lots of bodies to go through. This is a sitter. This is 1-0. This kills the game. This is United beaten here. I mean, this is a simple bit of technique. Look, Ronaldo, great pace on the ball. He's leaning back. De Gea's dead. He's looking at the ball, thinking it's going to hit the back of my net. That makes it 2-0. United don't come back from that. But when the game's 1-0, you're always very much in the game. And the one thing you have to say about United, they're resilient. You know, I was at the game on Saturday. They scored in the last minute of the game against Bournemouth. They've done it again tonight.
They've come from behind team, aren't they? Yeah, great night for Manchester United.